travel with us from London Gatwick to Lisbon, Portugal. So we left the travel lodge at around 5 a.m. and as you can see it was very frosty outside and very dark and it was absolutely freezing, as you can tell from my face in the clip coming up. But we decided to walk to the airport because it was only about a 25-minute walk, which isn't too far for us. We walk quite a lot, so it was quite easy for us. So we went to the airport and here we are saying goodbye to the UK. And then we went into the terminal to go and check in our luggage. We were going up and down in the lift quite a few times trying to find the right bit because it was quite confusing for us. We finally found the right bit and managed to check in our luggage all good. And as you can see, it was a very heavy luggage bag. But here it is, off it goes. And then we just headed through duty free and sat down, had something to eat and just chilled basically while we waited for our flight to come up on the departure board. And then it was time to finally board the plane, so here we are on our way to do so. And we were very lucky that we were able to board the flight quite quickly because the seats from where we were and back were able to go this way onto the plane rather than going the normal route. Meaning we had quicker access and not a lot of people were actually boarding it this way when we first got on there. So we were on very quickly and we just got to chill for a bit while everyone else was boarding. Then we took off, which I didn't film because I was feeling quite nauseous. I haven't flown a plane in about 6 years and I get travel sick, so that isn't a good combination. And here are some of the views from the window, and honestly the views were breathtaking of Portugal. Like all the beaches and stuff was absolutely stunning from my view from the plane. And here we are landing into Lisbon. The views were absolutely breathtaking, as I've already said. Like, just look at that, stunning. Once we got off the plane, we could instantly feel the difference in temperature. I'm so glad that we were out of that cold, frosty UK weather. But here we are just making our way to the bus station. We were getting a coach from Lisbon to the countryside in a little village that we're staying in currently. And we decided to take the bit of the longer route round just so we could see a little bit more of Lisbon. We were quite exhausted over our early start, so we decided to cut that little exploring trip short. And we chilled, looked at a few of these different sculpture-looking things and had a pastel de nata, which was actually quite delicious. And then we continued our journey to the bus station. We were quite gutted that we didn't get to see the main parts of Lisbon, but we are hoping to do a trip there soon, seeing as it's only a couple of hours away from where we are currently. We ended up walking through this park and having a little chill there for a little bit and saw this really interesting hotel. Saw some planes going over and landing into Lisbon. And then 10 minutes later we ended up at a Lidl and my husband got us some food from there for the bus journey, and then we headed to the bus station, which was literally around the corner.